Today's video is brought to you by the Cold Plunge. Use discount code DAVE150 at checkout at thecoldplunge.com. Immediately save $150 off your purchase. That's DAVE150 at thecoldplunge.com. There's also a link below this video.
Hey Cindy, thanks for sending me your swim video for analysis. What I'm looking at is breathing, body balance, rotation, and kick, because each of those impact one another. And then that also impacts the three main phases of the stroke. Recovery, what's going on with your arm out of the water, also impacts hand entry, and in hand entry impacts the underwater catch and the push behind you. So you look comfortable, you're obviously relaxed in the water. When it comes to breathing, body balance, rotation, and kick, you are over rotating. And I can see that because when you rotate on your hip to breathe, you almost have a head lift. Some of the times I was stopping and pausing the video and I could see you lifting your head, as well as when you were breathing, you were dropping that arm. So there's some screenshots I'm going to share with you with your arm is almost by your hip and your head is still out of the water. What you want is your arm a little bit more extended while you're rotating on your hip to breathe for that balance point. And so that over rotation is also causing the split kick in your legs, because that split kick is trying to provide that balance because you're not using your extended arm, your lead arm, to help balance your body. And so the major thing I see with your stroke right now is not extending your arm and your lead arm, and it's falling and it's kind of pulling you under, and that's probably why you have a little lift of the chin. It's not every breath, but it is happening. So that's the first thing we want to fix. We want to work on leaving that arm extended when you breathe, because that's gonna fix your rotation, your balance, your kick, and your breath, kind of all in one drill, maybe two drills to kind of fix those four things. And then when it comes to recovery, that actually looks okay. Your fingertips below your wrist, below your elbow. I want to jump on a hand entry. You're kind of gently placing your hand in the water, almost a little bit flat and shallow, where your hand is kind of being placed in like this instead of fingertips first. A little bit more elbow bend. When your hand enters the water, you want your elbow really kind of pointed to the wall, and you want to have this setup, which you don't have, the setup before the push all the way behind you. So after we fix the little bit of body balance, rotation, breathing component, we want to work on this hand entry so we can set you up for a better setup, and then you push all the way behind you past your hip. When I'm looking at you swimming into the camera, you do have a slight crossover with your right arm, which you don't have with your left arm, cross over your head. And then not every pull, but some pulls, you tend to cross over. Some pulling, you're crossing, or you're a little wide. So it's nice to swim over that black line. Make sure you're pulling down the center of your body between your belly button and hip, down that center line, all the way past your hip with some effort. Right now, during the three phases of the stroke: recovery, hand entry, underwater, pull, it looks like it's all the same speed. Because you lack the proper setup, you have no follow through. You want to set up and then you want to push and use all that power to propel yourself forward. So if we have the proper setup, catch, then you're going to be able to produce more force behind that pull, and that part is actually accelerated. You want that part to be faster than the other phases of the stroke. So I look forward to you following the 60-day program, and let's see some progress over the next 60 days with consistency in the pool, following the proper exercise prescription, and feedback communication. And we're going to make some huge improvements. I hope you make it a great day.